See that this challenge was to create music for someone stuck in a phone tree, just for editing purposes.
Great. Okay, so we will go with this one here.
Thank you for holding your number 447 in the queue. Your call's important to us, so for your patience we will say thank you. So just wait, 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 wait.
Isn't this annoying? Go ahead, keep waiting, sucker. There's nobody here anyway. Hope your will's made out, 'cause you'll die before anybody picks up. Don't you need to pick up your kids from school?
Daddy, where are you?
Don't you need to walk the dog before it's too late? Arf, arf, I just shit on the carpet. Arf, arf, I just puked on your laptop. Arf, arf, I just ate your bologna sandwich. Arf, arf, I just swallowed your wedding ring, the one you took off when you were with your girlfriend, because you didn't want her to know you were married, and now you gotta find it. Ha 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 ha.
That was great.
Amazing.
That's
So
me.
fun.
Oh man.
So fun. Oh, I love that.
Well, of course that was Joe.
I love that there are two parts to it too, the warm and inviting part, and then the reality of it all part.
That was fun.
Well done.
I mean, if you have to be stuck on hold forever, you should at least be entertained, right?
I
I
wish
wanted it to
Holden,
keep going though. Like that's like a good intro for like a longer song that has like a skit beginning leading into it, and then just like bring the guitars in as you're going arf arf, and rock and roll.
I recorded that because that morning everybody said, "Oh, we haven't done it yet," and I thought, "Okay, I'll show you how it's done." So I held my phone in one hand and set up my keyboard and sang. So it's pretty much, it's almost live. I cobbled some of the pieces together, but
wow,
Nice.
that's incredible. Came together very nicely. That's awesome.
Great.
All right, here's the next one.
Welcome to Jungle Risk Solutions, where survival is optional. Adventure Specialist
God, am I supposed to say my name?
is currently unavailable.
I love that.
Please remain on the line. Did you know? If you've activated an ancient curse and are not yet a mummy, please stay on the line after your call for a brief survey.
Gotta have flute.
Did you know? 82% of temple doors are rigged to crush you. Ow, that'll ruin your day. If you'd like to reduce surprise fatalities by up to 3%, ask about our deluxe map upgrade.
That was awesome.
Nice.
The did you know check-in thing? Oh, nailed it. The
Yeah.
occasional insertion of helpful information. Oh, it's so funny.
I wish I had a little more time. I wanted to kind of complete the narrative, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So did she just like basically like mess around on synthesizers, have some fun making some sounds, and then just like I'm just gonna go over and do voiceovers? Because it seemed like very, very Zach-esque.
Yeah, well, I had an idea of I wanted to maybe do like a fictitious adventure travel insurance company where it would be a hotline you would call for like, you know, sinking in quicksand, but like it'd be like this really laid back music and you'd just be waiting on the phone forever. I wanted that kind of vibe, you know, like I had a lot of other voiceover ideas, you know, like if you're currently stuck in quicksand, you know, stop thrashing, you know, like
The whole scenario is very creative. I love it.
yeah. That was pretty much the vibe I was going for.
Yeah, well, you nailed it. That was fun.
Yeah.
I really liked the music. I mean, I would have just listened
Yeah,
to
that's what I was
that
gonna
just
say.
as
Is
a
it's
piece
like
of music.
there was actually a legit Zach synth song going on underneath.
Thanks. Yeah.
The modulation on or whatever on the bells I liked. It's very, very Vangelis.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I found that a great patch in Pigments that I was searching for underwater patches and I found that it sounded like the jungle to me. So I was like, this is right
Nice.
on theme.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Well done.
Thanks.
All right, here's the next one.
Thank you for calling Yakutrain Pharmaceuticals. For as long as you live, you are a valued customer. Please continue to hold. One of our account representatives will be with you eventually. Current hold time is 3 hours and 48 minutes. If you are a sales representative seeking additional samples or doctor placement, please press 0. If you are currently experiencing any of the listed side effects of Arcotab, please hang up and dial 911. If you are calling in regards to the diarrhea combustion lawsuit, please hang up and call our legal line at 155-268-3151. Thank you for having no choice but to buy our products at whatever price we set. Thank you for calling Yakutrain Pharmaceuticals. For as long as you live, you are a valued customer. Please continue to hold. One of our account representatives will be with you eventually. Current hold time is 5 hours and 21 minutes. If you are a sales representative seeking additional samples or doctor placement, please press 0. If you are currently experiencing any of the listed side effects of Arcotab, please hang up and dial 911. If you are calling in regards to the diarrhea combustion lawsuit, please hang up and call our legal line at 155-268-3151. Thank you for having no choice but to buy our products at whatever price we set. Thank you for having no choice but to buy our products at whatever price we set. Thank you for having no choice but to buy our products at whatever price we set.
Wow.
It's
I
like
love,
fake,
go ahead.
but almost not fake.
Yeah, I love that in typical Mike fashion, it's like kind of cool and social commentary at the same time.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's
Mike, does
awesome.
the phone number for the diarrhea line, does that actually spell something or did you just make
No, I
random
just
numbers?
randomly come up with some
Okay.
numbers.
That's
I
the
mean, I put
first
this
thing I
together this
wondered too.
afternoon. I
I
did
like
this in
how
like an hour and a half.
I like how the insane wait times just get
They
getting
just
longer.
yeah, that's funny.
Get even more insane.
Yeah, kind of my vision was like you have one whole like cycle of the hold music, right? And then it
Mhm.
repeats. But the second time is like hopelessness sets in, right? The wait gets longer, but then there's also like other effects that are coming in that are making the music louder and the voice softer. And like there's more chaos and like stuff being injected in there just sort of like orally, hourly. And yeah, so that was the idea. I wanted to play with it some more, but I ran out of time. But I like that was kind of what I was shooting for there.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna ask, is it just getting more distorted as it goes too?
yeah, I've got like a filter gate that turns on in the second
Uh,
half, and then I've got like a multi-band filter bank that's doing a whole bunch of EQ and filter silliness that comes
nice.
on after the guy tells you that the wait is now 5 hours and 21 minutes.
Which is
I was like,
perfectly
the despair is
reasonable.
supposed to be setting in, right?
Oh man, that's good.
But
The
I
whole
like the music again. I like the music of that one. If it was just the music by itself, it's like, yeah, I like this. So,
Yeah, it was all 100% Osmos. So I just
mm.
Oh,
switched around in different patches on the Osmos and just recorded them in.
cool.
very
Like, how much can
cool.
I layer up this insanely like wide dynamic synth?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
awesome.
Even the conga sounds in there are coming from the
Really?
Osmos. Yeah,
Oh, very cool. Nice. Huh.
yeah, yeah. The only thing that's not Osmos is my voice.
Right.
Very cool.
That's why the timing was terrible on it too, because I didn't have a quantize helping me out on that one.
I mean, I didn't notice.
Well, thank you. Definitely there though.
All right, here's last one.
Well, obviously that smells like Teen Spirit, and that's hilarious because
Wait, whoa, what are you talking about? I wrote that.
it's hilarious because it like evokes like how like all the songs that we thought were badass and like anti-social or whatever growing up are like now the elevator music and hold music that we get to listen to as old people.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah.
I
Well,
read that somewhere that you're old when, like Mike said, the music you listened to that was rebellious is now elevator music. I mean, I heard The Wall or Another Brick in the Wall as elevator music one day, and it's just like, ugh.
The production on that was so good though because you even had it like was that in mono or
it's mostly in mono, I guess. There may be some stereo stuff on there, but mainly the main thing was putting it through a bandpass
yeah,
filter.
like the sound quality was specifically terribly awesome. Like it was
Mission accomplished.
like I was listening to it on a janky phone, right?
Well, I noticed like when I'm on hold and they have got something with their cheesy drums going, the snare is usually it's phone filtering is such that the snare is usually just like a little too abrasive because of that boost around 1K. So that's what I was going for. Just like boost right around 1K, just a little too much.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's I
it sounded like I was listening to hold music on my phone.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you nailed it. I love that you did this too, because there was a when I was halfway through my track and I was trying to figure out some flute lines, I was like, this is the chord progression for a Guns N' Roses guitar solo, and maybe I should just play that during this section. And so I really, I thought of like taking something, that I liked, like rock, and turning it into hold music. And so I like that you did that. It's really fun.
I think it's an amusing challenge. Take something I like and make it sound as terrible as possible.
Well, there's a guy on YouTube that does that. He does like polkas and that sort of thing, and mashes up two things that should not ever be mashed up.
Hmm.
He also
Right.
does a bunch of music theory because he's like a music teacher by day, so major music nerd.
I found there's something about having a piano and strings play in unison, a melody that just evokes elevator music, hold music, music, whatever.
Yeah, totally.
I was
Yeah,
excited about that.
I think technically yours was like the most the most spot on in terms of like how it sounds, like the mix. I wasn't
Um,
necessarily going for that. I was just kind of like messing around, but I wouldn't even know how to try and do that. So that's really cool.
oh, thanks. Should we listen to Cam's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
hasn't
we should.
responded.
Sorry, he did not respond.
He's not responded.
Okay. All right, here we go. To me, that's like when you're on hold and you go, "Oh, that music's actually kind of cool."
The
It's like
first loop.
on hold. I'm on hold for something I'm excited about. Like I'm getting ready to plan my vacation, and I'm just waiting for the next Disney agent
Yeah.
or
No, that
whatever.
was that was great because some hold music is like that. You're like, oh, this is pretty good. And then like by the time the fourth loop comes, you're like, okay, I think maybe. But there was like a sample of you could hear a kid yelling. I think
I was
maybe,
wondering, is that Howl?
yeah, it's probably Howl.
That's what I
And it kept
thought.
repeating, and so you can kind of tell where it looped. I thought that was great. I don't know if he kept it in there on purpose, but that was really good.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I would say that's just a cool piece of music. I guess Cam lives in an alternate universe where hold music is cool.
Yeah.
It's true though. It's like those Google photo songs. Like when you're making a video in there, there's like when they originally came out,
Yeah,
there's like six different tracks you could pick from.
yeah,
And of course, that was all
yeah.
you could do. So everybody posted a bunch of videos with that music on it, and then you're like, I thought it was cool the first 20,000 times I heard it.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's the soundtrack to my memories.
Yeah, exactly. It's taken a dark turn since then, no man.
Nice. So what did you all learn from this?
Well, I'm just trying to work on getting fast. Like, just whip something out. because like I got to be able to do this every day for 30 days to get through the June challenge. So this particular challenge, I'm like, I'm not even gonna start on it until day of.
Nice.
And
You're
then
on a
I
freaking roll,
forgot about
Mike.
it. Huh?
You're on a roll. Seriously. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm finding different ways to just like crank stuff out. This was traditional, just like Osmos MPC, like line track one, track two, track three. Let's just start layering some stuff up. We'll treat it like an orchestra. I need flute, I need horns, I need some sort of percussion. Let's go. And then yeah, just all of that was one take, each track on there. And then I did a little bit of, I doubled it up obviously, and then re-added some audio for the extra time, and then did a bunch of messing around with automation and filters in the second half to try and make it interesting. But yeah, about an hour and a half
Very
to do
cool.
that. So I think this is good enough to like count as a submission for a day in June. So pretty happy with it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
How about the rest of y'all? You learn anything or do anything you would normally do or
Well, like I said, I wasn't even planning on doing it. And then I thought, well, nobody says this has to be great, just do something. And so I wasn't planning on doing the June thing at all because I'm up to my eyes in projects right now, but maybe we'll see.
I used the Hydra synth for this, and I learned that if you're using an external synth and you've got a great patch that you like, but you're working in your DAW, you should put the name of that patch in your DAW track.
Oh yeah.
Because I went over and I was like, "Whoop," and I was like, oh no, I forgot what it was. So learned some lessons there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just get in the habit of like keeping a notes file about each project that you work on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
I
it
thought-
by hand, but yeah.
right. Yeah, I found it refreshing because I think I'm always, asking myself, oh, this thing I'm working on, does it sound cool? And this is like the 180-degree opposite of that. In fact, it was like, does this sound terrible? Okay, cool. Then I'm on the right track.
But you still failed though, because it does sound cool, right? Because of the context, right? Like you could hand this to somebody who has no idea of the context or whatever, and go, listen to this, what do you think? And they're gonna think it's at least hilarious, right?
Cool is in the eye of the beholder, or is in the ear of the person on hold, I should
Yeah.
say.
So now
Yeah.
you could do like honestly, Paul, you could probably like build like a Instagram following or TikTok following doing stuff like this. Like imagine the Tool catalog done this way. How awesome would that be?
We can invent a new kind of lo-fi. Everything will sound like it's coming through a telephone.
I had a lot of fun with this. This challenge to me was really fun. And it was kind of, a little bit storytelling, and I was just laughing while I was making it. And, I kind of wish every track I worked on was as fun to put together.
Yeah, I
Well,
love
that's
it
the
all.
thing, Zach, is I think that's your MO though, right? It's like the stuff that you do best is the fun stuff. Like you got to be
Maybe.
doing Ninja Turtles and Game Warriors and
Right.
Jungle Insurance. Like that's your bag, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that all three of you created like full scenarios. That there's like a whole context to where your track would lie. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Pointless to call pharmaceutical companies, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse, pharmaceutical companies or banks. Banks are pretty bad too.
Yeah, but you have to call them.
Yeah.
You just sue
Yeah.
the pharmaceutical companies. Don't bother calling them.
Cool.
All right. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks for
As
hosting,
always.
Paul.
Of course. My pleasure.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks,
You guys-
Cam.
You guys
Thanks
all
for
going to
the
the meetings?
submission.
The next
We enjoyed
meeting?
it.
Yeah, I'll be on the next meeting.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go have dinner with my sister, but enjoy the meeting and I'll see y'all soon.
All
Have
right.
a good meeting or dinner, Paul.
Thanks. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Bye.